Uh-oh, look at that. It went down. 92 to 79. I thought it would actually go down by a lot more than that. I feel like that's really generous. Anyway, hello there, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to the Persona 5 calendar run. Things just kind of took a turn for the worst, as it was expected. The build-up was there for everything to just come crashing down, and it certainly did. And so our popularity went down from 92 to 79. Did you hear? Okumura died. It's all over the news. It was a 10% decrease. So, yeah. I'm sure some people are going to be ranting and be like, duh, fucking Phantom Thieves murderers. And they're going to, like, erase the Phantom Thieves logo from, like, the school board and shit. Okumura died all over the news. He collapsed during his press conference, right? I wish I'd been watching it when it happened. I would have loved to see a man die live. You're probably better off. It was a total disaster. I never imagined seeing a heart attack would be so unsettling. It was like fucking Death Note. You know, like in the movie where like, fucking in, you know, Kira, you know, just kills the guy who he thinks is L, but it was actually like some guy, you know, that was used as a decoy before L actually, like, you know, shows up. The news says it was because of illness. Either way you spin it, still bizarre. Wish I'd seen it live. Either way, no matter what he said, nah, I want to see it live. I wonder how everybody's gonna react. Popularity went down by a lot, so I'm sure we're gonna see some angry faces. Oh my god, what is Kawakami gonna fucking think? She literally just said, no matter what, I'm gonna support you all the way. You're my boyfriend and I love you. And then you see this fucking man die on camera and she's gonna be like, So honey, how was work? Was the boss giving you a hard time? Apparently. And in this age, proletarian literature, that is, literature written by the working class. Did you see that interview? Thought it was gonna be some hidden camera show at first. I was so scared I changed the channel. It really looked like he was in pain. That was sick. Will you quiet down? We're in class right now. No time to talk about death. That's for the history class over there in the 2 hours from now. Not to mention, you have midterms starting Monday. Focus on studying. Things are getting pretty bad. Midterms! How can this get any worse? First, Okumura's dad died. I mean, fucking Haru's dad died. But the worst part of it all, midterms! I literally just did my midterms like a few weeks ago. It was fucking hell on earth. And I still have like 4 term papers I gotta do. And the finals. That's university life for ya. Only like in the weekends I have the time to fucking make these videos. And like, yeah, sometimes in between. See, police have shown up at our school. Police, what for? Your sister hasn't told you about any of this, right? Not at all. Could this be related to Okumura's death in some way? Nah. Totally not, because Okumura's daughter is in this fucking school at all. There's no connection between our school and Okumura Foods. Well, Haru is one. Did they come to talk to Haru? She's absent today. Seriously, what are they here for? Can't even begin to find their reason. I mean, fucking Kawakawa also had a fucking mental breakdown, right? And so the gap between one and the other is pretty small. Let's be particularly careful not to stand out. Head straight home when school ends. Understand that, everyone? Ryuji, don't fucking yell at the cops, okay? I'm warning you. Alright, so after school, we shouldn't be doing anything else.
We haven't found anything useful as evidence.
Okay, Nijima's literally right there in front of Haru.
I see.
We're hoping to find something more than the calling card, too.
Okay, so all they have is just the Phantom Thieves calling card.
We've confirmed the victim's connection to the Phantom Thieves, at least. Thank you for your cooperation.
That's all you're gonna use to say that it was our fault that we did it.
Speaking? Huh? They found a calling card in the principal's office, too.
What? A calling card at the principal's office? That can't be right. No! We never targeted Kawakawa. Oh, no, yeah, somebody's setting us up.
I'm sorry to ask again, but your father hadn't said anything about the Phantom Thieves, correct?
That's right.
Please contact me if something catches your attention. It doesn't matter how trivial it seems.
Oh my god. Who the fuck put the calling card there? It wasn't us. For sure.
You don't have to force yourself, though. Just anything that comes to mind.
Like, well, there was a 20% discount at the Big Bang Burger. No, not that, actually. That's not gonna work as evidence. I can only assume that it's a catchy. That just, like, I don't know. I mean, again, like, people can can make like replica calling cards, right? Like Futaba sent us a calling card at some point, so like, and people like sell calling cards at the store and all that kind of shit as like fan like paraphernalia or whatever. So you can literally just buy one of them, just like put some fake text on it, and then just leave it in Kobayakawa's fucking office, right? Because we never pursued him at all. We had no idea that he was gonna die or anything. We were in fucking Hawaii when all that happened. And as far as I know, Akechi never came with us to Hawaii.
The principal? No one told me about that.
Oh, we didn't know we didn't know anything about that either. Okay, the future. So are we like telling Nijima all this shit that we weren't here? Like we didn't show up. We weren't here in these bits. So did we tell her about this somehow?
So basically, your group didn't go after Okumura's life.
Yeah, we didn't, and somehow he still died.
And even the death of Shujin's principal, who we found a calling card for, was the work of another.
Yep, and you're probably gonna spin it in some way to make it our fault either way.
You don't sound like you're lying.
But I'm still going to assume that you are somehow. And again, like, somehow this is going to, like, further our bond. Like, over the course of, like, if you, like, interrogate somebody for fucking 90 hours, eventually you're gonna get to know him a little better.
If you wanted to deceive me, you could have easily woven up a much simpler lie than this metaverse.
Oh yeah, would have said something like, oh, I did it for the power and the money, the bitches and the whores, you know, like fucking Adachi or some shit. I just did it because I was bored. No, but, you know, why would we ever fucking make up this whole metaverse bullshit, right? But then again, we are super drugged up. So there's a little bit of, like, unreliable narrator stuff happening around these parts.
Moreover, your account coincides with my own investigation. Is that even possible if it were made up?
I mean, it's literally the same thing that you investigated, right? So, like, if you doubt me, you're doubting yourself. If you think that my shit is fake, then your shit's fake too.
And I hate to admit, but with my line of work, I know a false testimony when I hear one.
Ah, there you go.
Still, if you set your sights on Okumura based on my intel, it'd be before his name was even ranked.
Before? What? Oh yeah, well, because I can't remember. I can't remember why we even targeted Okumura to begin with. Well, it was when he was ranked, wasn't he? Like, I remember, like, all that stuff with Haru was going down, and then, like, on top of that, like, we saw, oh, look at this, he's really high in the ranks, the people want this. Like, if you set your sights on Okumura based on my intel, it'd be before his name was even ranked. That's not true. That's not true at all. Like, before we even had any interest in Okumura, he was already ranked for a while.
You could have ignored him and targeted some other famous person.
That's not true. He was already ranked way before we even started like thinking about him.
Why would you go so far as to further investigate and pursue this criminal?
Because Haru? I can't ignore criminals. My teammate was in danger. No, my teammate was in danger. We wanted to do it mostly for Haru.
Simple enough.
Yeah, man. Hashtag squad. Squad goals.
There's still no proof that another suspect exists.
Really? So at this point in the story, we still haven't figured out that Akechi is the one kind of setting us all up.
That said, it's safe enough to say that you aren't the murdering type.
Thank you. Fuck, finally you talk some reason. My bond with Saya is growing deeper. Now it'd be a really awkward moment to say that I'm fucking your little sister. And I'm gonna fuck you too! I'm gonna have the whole family for myself. Alright, we're barely halfway. Like, Atlas was doing those streaming restrictions for, like, December. For, like, the end of December. And that's supposed to be, like, the grand finale or something like that. And we're still barely halfway through Nijima Social Link, which is automatic. I can only assume that the whole December thing is gonna pass, and then we're just gonna, like, fast forward to the present, and the game will just continue on from that point forward. What day even is this?
But with the subsequent deaths of Okumura and Shujin's principal, the public's opinion changed.
Yeah, everybody just hates us all of a sudden. They loved us just as quickly as how they started to hate us. They just say whatever's fucking good for them. Fucking... What was the name of that villain from Persona 3? Kamiya? Koki Kamiya or whatever? I forget his... No. Kamiya was the name of that guy from The World Ends With You. The fucking dude that looks like a fucking hippie. The guy that looked like a fucking Twilight vampire. that had like a handgun on him all the time. Yeah, that guy was right the whole time. I don't know where he is now. He's probably dead. Who knows? We never saw him again after the end in Persona 3. But like he said it right. You know, people always hear whatever they want to hear. They say whatever they want to say. They believe whatever the fuck it is they want to believe. You know, they always just say whatever the fuck is good for them at that moment.
Pressed to prove your innocence, your next objective was...
Ooh, come on. Give me the 4 syllables of evil.
What's the matter?
The drugs are getting to me. I'm coming down from the drugs so I can actually remember a lot less.
Is it a side effect? What in the world did the police inject into you?
Just, you know, just a little bit of crumpled up newspaper, and then they shredded it, and then they kept shredding it into like a fine paste, and then they injected it into me. Some SJW news story written, and then turned into a paste, and then injected onto me. My vision is starting to get distorted.
Hey, can you hear me?
Barely.
You need to stay focused.
Nah, I can barely hear you. I didn't even hear you say my name.
Don't scare me like that.
Sorry, mental breakdown. You know how it goes.
If what you're saying is true, you must tell your side of the story to the end.
But we've been here for 90 hours! I gotta pee!
We'll both be in trouble if your testimony becomes unreliable.
Really? I mean, you literally just said that, you know, my testimony coincides with whatever you got, so... I don't know why you would say, like, oh, all of this will be meaningless if you don't tell me the whole thing. Like, no, like, you can just say, whatever I said is the same thing that he said, so he's not a murderer. He didn't even do, like, 3/4 of the stuff that we're claiming he did.
Let's move on.
Okay, come on. We only have 70 hours left before they kick me out.
At last, we arrive at your most recent crime.
Okay, so this is the most recent. This is the last, like, dungeon that we're gonna do before we, like, move on to the present. I can only assume that we're gonna continue from this point on. And then figure out that Akechi's the one that did all the bad stuff, and then, like, have another dungeon, maybe even 2 more dungeons, and then just end the game. I feel like, I know I've been playing this game, again, calendar run style, right, for like a whole year, but for some reason I feel like we've been getting through this game a lot faster than P3 or P4.
You know what I mean, don't you?
Most recent crime. No, I don't know what you mean.
This calling card was delivered to your latest target. The one you had decided would prove your innocence. It was addressed to Sae Nijima. Myself.
What? Ah, that's a fucking crazy twist.
Now, explain everything to me.
Oh my god! That's fucking savage. And like, showing the calling card, and it's like, care to explain? Like, okay, wait, hold on. Please. You're a lawyer. Well, we can be impartial about this, right? Wow, Sae Nijima? Nijima! 3 syllables, fuck. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Because she has, like, this super fucked up, like, obsession with trying to prove that the Phantom Thieves are, like, these big villains and shit. Like, she really has it out for us. But now she's helping us. Or at least, you know, trying to hear our end of the story, right? So maybe we did end up, like, changing her heart. No idea. I don't know, man. You have to keep playing to find out. How does Makoto feel about this? Has anyone been able to contact Haru? Dude, I'm fucking worried. What the fuck? No luck here. Me neither. She won't pick up. Doesn't look like she's seen any of our chats either. I'm worried about her. And serious? Take her time. Just look at Risei's poster and just let the happiness flow through me once more. I hope Haru's okay.
I'll just add
I'm sure they're just gonna tell me to fucking go to sleep. It's fucking 10 o'clock, I should be in bed by now, but... Dude, after fucking saying that Nijima's the next target, how the fuck am I supposed to go to bed? Also, I'm hungry. And, you know, you have to digest your food for 1 hour before laying down, right? And going to bed. And going into a position of repose, because then, you know, you don't burn all those calories and you just build it up and you get fat. Because of me, Haru's wrapped up in this mess. I never imagined this is what would happen. Dude, because of you, Haru's not gonna marry a piece of shit anymore. Because of you, Okumura confessed to all the crimes that he committed, that he was responsible for. So, again, yeah, he died and that fucking sucks. That's horrible. But, like, dude, let's not forget about all the good things that we did, okay? We still don't know anything. We'll get to that. Just look. It all requires time. I know that we're teenagers and we're like millennials that live in the fucking iPhone age and the fucking Twitter age, so we just want everything instant gratification now, 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 now. But what you don't realize is that shit takes time, okay? I know we all want to be young forever, but man, what you gonna do? Loading. Something's gonna happen. Okay. I wonder if on the next day, like the fucking thing is gonna just go down again. President Okumura died. Is it just a coincidence? Is there an illness that could cause that? Nah, no way. So it was a moida. That's terrifying. So maybe the biggest event of the century. Oh, the century?